a fan of running, been a fan of what you like.
Right, so I am toning my face first. I'm gonna go in with my Honey Savior Repair Salve from, look how jacked up she is, from Pharmacy Beauty. And I'm gonna add that to the really dry points of my face. And it's a really, really thick consistency. Like, I only need this much, the tiniest dab. Fair warning, all of these little white pieces on my face, I am so sorry. I didn't know that I had them on there. They go away later. And I only realized this, like I noticed how dry my skin was getting because I saw patches when I was getting ready once and I was like, bro, where did this come from? My skin is never bad, and I have Cupro skin. Like, it's not rosacea, it's broken capillaries in the skin. So if you guys look up close, there's a little bit of redness, and it's nothing like too bad, I would say. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't get irritated, only when I'm putting like my exfoliating, this is what I'm doing right now, my exfoliating overnight treatment, that kind of like burns sometimes. Probably shouldn't be burning, but so now I'm just putting on my regular moisturizer, and maybe it's because I've been using a lot of like matte products on my skin. So today I'm gonna focus mainly on like creams and hydration. I'm gonna use my Poreless Putty Primer for my pores, and I'm just gonna, ooh, what is that? I'm gonna dab that in so they go into the pores. And I'm gonna use a hydrating primer today. This one is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Primer, Hydrating Acid Primer from Colourpop. And this stuff is really nice. It smells super good too. I'm only using a little dab of it. And I'm just gonna put that around the rest of my face. And then that, like, this is where I'm getting that dry patch. You guys can even see how red it is right now. I'll zoom you guys in just for the eyebrow portion. Like I said in my last video, I'm still using the same e.l.f. concealer, the super white one. First thing I do is I take a concealer brush and I clean the bottom. And I just clean the bottom because this is what we're gonna use to map out exactly where the areas that I have to fill in, because cleaning it basically already does the job for me. Today I'm gonna use the one I got from Vancouver from Vsco, which is an Asian store. It's just literally called Eyebrow Pencil by Elliptical Core. This thing is amazing. I'm gonna fill them in, so I will bring you guys in a little bit closer. I'm going to clean the bottom again. I'm gonna go in with foundation instead, just to clean the top end. That's my brow routine. Oh no, I need to sneeze. I usually set my brows towards the end of the rest of my makeup. So that's it. Anyone asking for a brow routine? There you go. Alright, see? Brows done. I'm watching Frozen for like the millionth time. Frozen 2. I do want something more dewy with coverage and more hydrating. I am using the Maybelline Dream Cover today. And this color does look really dark on me, so don't mind. Yeah, she's orange. I like this foundation because it gives really good coverage and it has SPF in it, which is one of the main things to have in a foundation or in your moisturizer. A lot of people don't know this, but 80% of our aging does come from the sun. That's why I always recommend to use something with SPF. This looks crazy. I look orange, but it's okay. I'm gonna go into my, I only did a really light layer because I'm not trying to go too heavy. And I'm going in with my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend that right in. I am using the color Soft Tan. I'm usually like a beige, like a 220, but this one's 228 and she's pretty dark. But okay, when I was using the honey salve, because the container's breaking or the outside's breaking, I have all these little white pieces around my face and I keep finding them everywhere, so I'm sorry about it. Now from there I go straight in with concealer. So I'm going with my normal Maybelline Fit Me. Lost you guys there, but I just put on the concealer that I always use. I'm letting it sit a little bit. I don't know what the logic is behind this, but it does work. Leaving it like set for a little bit but adds more coverage. Taking the same blender, I'm just gonna take that and I'm dabbing this into my skin. Basically, guys, my face routine usually never changes. Some things never change. I'm gonna go in with a cream bronzer, and that cream bronzer, or a foundation. I'm gonna go foundation today, actually. I will be using the Fit Me foundation in the number 360 Mocha. It's very dark, but I'm very, very light with how I use it. And then I'm going in with my Beauty Blender because I find the Beauty Blender just gives that nice blend to it. Now I'm going to do my nose. So I'm adding the product onto my hand first and then a fluffy brush because I really don't want to screw up my contour on my nose. This thing can get complicated. I'm going to go in with a blush stick. So this color is Under Pressure by Colourpop, and these blush sticks are amazing. They're very creamy and very pigmented in color. I'm going to dip my brush into there. I'm just adding that into the areas where I like the blush, and because I want it to more like dewy, hydrated kind of feel, and just like natural almost. This is far from natural, but I am adding that to the apples. I have been adding blush to my apples more lately than just on the temples. I'm gonna go in with another blush stick, and this is in the color Bullseye by Colourpop in this shade. I've used it in one of my other videos, but this thing is amazing, like this color. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender now. My Beauty Blender, and I'm gonna dab that into the blush stick and add that to the high points of my cheek. I want very dewy vibe today. I'll bring you guys up closer to let you see what it looks like. This is what I do normally. Like my basic routine is actually the same for my face. My eyes is, we'll get there. So I'm just going in with the same powder I've been using lately, which is the CoverGirl Professional. I'm going to just literally add that right underneath the eyes. And a trick for me that a lot of people ask is, how do you prevent your concealer from creasing? For me, I set going in and out. I never like swipe. I always dab the product in. So you guys can see it's very faint for the amount of product that's on there. But I'll apply it and then I'll kind of like push it into the skin. This works because it sets into the fine lines when you're actually setting the powder. The thing I like about this is it has coverage, but it doesn't take away from the brightness of the concealer that you use. And then I'm just setting that area. I'm not even gonna bother with the nose, but I will add this product onto my smile lines. Ta-da! My hydrating facial mist by Garnier. This is great. It's all natural, paraben free. This facial mist, and I did not put any powder to anything else on my face, so I did use a vigorous amount. So I'm letting that set. I'm gonna work on my eyes. So this is the quickest and most simplest part of my makeup, I would say, just because I only use 2 eyeshadows. So I always go in with anything neutral, so anything cool tone, actually, that I like, or warm tone, it doesn't matter. I find that cool tones look more natural rather than like, whereas a warm tone kind of looks like it's eyeshadow. I just want my crease to be a little more evident, whatever crease I do have. But if I wanted to go in with something more warm tone, I always go in with my Going Coconuts or my Nude Mood palette. Yeah, it is here. I got a crap ton of palettes. How disappointing. I'm gonna set with any cream shade on the lid. I'll bring you guys in. Now I'm gonna go in with any fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Tan by Bobbi Brown, and I'm either tan or blonde. And you guys could see there are these two shades, so they are more cooler tone, just because I like the kind of gray look. But I'm gonna go in with the color Tan today, and I'm actually just adding that into my crease, and that's it. Now, if I want a way more evident crease, I will go in with blonde with a more dense crease brush and add that shade. This one I add more to the brow bone, and it just creates that, like, you guys can see it. It just adds more dimension to the eyelid. And because I do want a little more density and a little more color, let's just do that. I'm going in with the color blonde and just adding that right into the crease. And I'm gonna go in with that same brush I used earlier with tan and just diffuse that. And then that's it. That's all I do. I'm gonna add mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back. I want to show you guys without lashes. I do like to do this on days where I don't want to wear lashes. I just find that lashes give that nice pop on the eyes. But I do have lashes. You guys could see I'm one of those Asians. A lot of Asians don't have lashes. I am one of them that has a decent amount with just mascara. Right, added my lashes. So you guys can tell it actually adds that boom to it. I like wearing lashes because it just accentuates the eyes a little more, and it gives me like that more smize kind of vibe. Anyways, these lashes today are Cavalli Lash. They are in the style Mochi, I think, or Teddy. I don't know. One of them, I'll put it in the description box below. But this is basically it. So I did set my eyebrows and I put on the lashes, and then I'm going to add like my other products on top just to set everything in place. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Keep It Peachy blush with a regular brush, and I'm actually very lightly just going over the cream bronze or the cream that I had. From there, I'm gonna go in with another highlight and with a very fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with my Pixie by Petra highlight in Subtle Sunrise, and I'm going in with the shade on this side, which is a more goldy shade because we're trying to stay in the gold range. And I'm literally like super lightly brushing that. And then I'm gonna add that into the inner corner because I just want that nice highlighted glowy look today. Extra. And then I'm going to add mascara to the bottom lash line. I was so opposed to using mascara on the bottom lash line before. I really didn't like it, but now I find that it just looks nicer in pictures especially. One thing that I love about this regular look with just lashes is that you could pair it with any lip. But you guys know me, I'm very into nudes. And I always, like, I never stray away from nudes. I don't know why. When I was working for Hudson's Bay, like at the makeup counters, I was all about different color lipsticks. I remember like pulling up to work in like a royal blue lipstick and a hot pink, like a red. And nowadays I'm like, meh, I just like nude. But I'm just gonna go in with the same routine that I usually do with my lips, because this is like my everyday look, which is my long comb, the lipstick, lip liner in Sheer Natural. So you can see a little more lip going on. My all-time favorite go-to liquid lipstick nude shade is Driver by Maybelline. This is amazing. I think it's like the most perfect brown to pink nude tone, but I am out. So there's none left. We're just gonna go in with Sunny Side. Alright. So Sunny Side. And I never bring the color up to where the top of my liner is because I want that fuller effect. You could go in with your lip liner and go over it, but I'm just gonna avoid that today. But that's basically it. So I'll add mainly the shade just in the center because I want my lips to look fuller. That's it. This is the finished look. This is what I do on the daily when I don't want to do like a full face of makeup or anything. I mean full face as in like crazy eyeshadow, crazy thing. I will set it. I'll set it with my normal Pretty Fresh Colourpop Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. And that's it. I do 5 spritzes. Later on, this will start to it'll start to melt into the skin and look a little oily, but that's what I kind of like. I like the very natural kind of look. But yeah, like I said, that's the finished look. Today's plans, I'm just gonna be editing videos, working from home. John and I have nothing specifically planned. This is the norm. This is what I do. I get in front of my mirror, record some makeup, edit, watch movies and shows, but this is a quarantine life. This is my everyday. If I don't want the lashes, I just go in with mascara. But yeah, that's my everyday look, guys. I hope you like it. It's very, very simple. It's pretty easy. It seems like a lot of product, but for me, I find that it's very light and I'm used to it. So if this doesn't work out for you, then that's cool too. I would like to know what everyone else does. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys like this video. I hope that it helps. Okay, bye guys.